Hold on to your GPUs, folks, because India just walked into the AI arena, took one look at Silicon Valley's crown, and said, "Nice. I'll take that." The result: America's tech giants are suddenly sweating harder than their servers in a heatwave. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. I subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you into the family. With that said, let's get started. Segment 1. Who's nervous and why? It's not that India has dethroned the US in hardcore AI research just yet, but the tremors shaking Palo Alto are very real. In 2024 alone, India's AI hiring skyrocketed by 33.4%, the highest jump anywhere in the world, according to Business Standard. And if that wasn't enough, Stanford's AI Vibrancy Index now places India fourth globally, trading only the US, China, and the UK. That's not just progress. That's a warning shot across the valley's golden gates. Segment 2. What's fueling India's AI ascent? Let's get one thing straight. India didn't just stumble into this AI moment. This is a calculated power play, backed by policy, people, and pure ambition. Number 1. Government muscle. When a country decides to make a serious run for tech dominance, the first clue is always in the budget. And India isn't holding back. The IndiaAI Mission has ours 10,300 crore, about $1.15 billion, locked and loaded for the next 5 years. The goal? Build the infrastructure, bankroll the startups, and make sure nobody in the AI race can call India just an outsourcing hub ever again. And here's where it gets spicy. After the shockwaves from DeepSeek, the 2025 to 26 budget didn't just tweak the plan, it went into overdrive. Funding jumped almost fourfold, from a modest $66 million to a bolder $240 million. Add in subsidies for compute power and data access, and suddenly the playing field isn't just level, it's tilting in India's favor. Number 2. Homegrown strategy, not just copying Silicon Valley. Here's the genius move. India isn't trying to be a Silicon Valley knockoff. No light version. No diet tech hub. This is an AI blueprint tailored for India's realities. It's equity-driven innovation. Tech that speaks in local languages, solves local problems, and actually matters to the 1.4 billion people living there. We're talking about chatbots that speak Marathi, Tamil, and Bengali without ditching. AI tools that can forecast microclimates for farmers, delivered via voice prompts to a basic phone. Systems designed to help MSMEs, gig workers, and entire rural economies jump into the digital era without a Silicon Valley price tag. This isn't tech for the elite, it's tech for everyone. Number 3. Talent explosion. Of course, you can't run an AI revolution without the brains, and India's got them in spades. Right now, it leads the world in AI hiring growth, and is already the second biggest contributor to AI code on GitHub, accounting for 19.9% of commits, just a few points shy of the US at 23.4%. Translation? The coders, engineers, and innovators who used to leave for jobs abroad are now just as likely to stay and build the future at home. Number 4. Strategic repositioning post-DeepSeek. Then there's the mindset shift, the intangible but critical piece. The rise of DeepSeek proved something important. You don't need a $1 trillion war chest to make a global impact in AI. Nimble, sharp, and fast-moving startups can, and will, shake the giants. Indian policymakers took note. The country is no longer content being the world's largest consumer base for foreign tech. It wants to be a creator, a rule setter, and maybe even the next center of AI gravity. Segment 4. So, has India actually outclassed the US? Let's break it down. Here's where we strip away the hype and check the scoreboard. Yes, India's ahead in some big ways. It had the fastest AI hiring growth in the entire world in 2024, according to Business Standard. It's building a fresh, inclusive AI model that's rooted in solving real-world, local problems, not just making the next viral app, the Financial Express, the Economic Times. Its government backing rivals Silicon Valley's own funding frenzy, with billions committed to building a sustainable AI ecosystem. The Diplomat, Foreign Affairs Forum. Not yet. Here's where the US still holds the edge. India still trails the US and China in private investment and foundational research output. Foreign Affairs Forum, Fortune India. It lags in hardware infrastructure, no NVIDIA equivalent, and no breakthrough domestic chip manufacturing yet. Financial Times, Voice of America. It's not yet on the unrestricted list for advanced US AI chips, meaning some of the most powerful tools in the field are still out of reach. Voice of America. India may not have completely outclassed the US in AI yet, but it's rewriting the rules faster than anyone expected. The mix of political pressure, market disruption, and a uniquely homegrown approach is forcing Silicon Valley to rethink its comfortable dominance. The real twist: this isn't a temporary surge. It's the start of a long-term shift in the balance of tech power. The race is no longer about who started first. It's about who can adapt the fastest. And right now, India's running at full speed. With that said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time.